Building Relationships, instructional video by Sierra Warren. The goal is to create a healthy work environment for my teachers. In order to do so, I like to make sure that they have one person they can trust and rely on. According to Wilson, 2023, building relational trust with school staff is a precursor to sustainable success. This trust built contributes to a systematic and sustainable change. As an instructional coach, I am tasked with helping bring about change in my adult learners. I want to do my best to build a type of relationship where my adult learners know I will be there if they need help, but at the same time, I'm here to guide them to a point that they will be able to grow on their own. This can only be done by building a level of trust and repertoire. This is Miss G. She is finishing her third year of teaching. We have been having meetings for about 2 years, and I have seen so much growth in her teaching so far. After her first year, she had a meeting with the administration and asked for some guidance to help take her students to the next level. Now, 2 years in, her students' scores have improved. She has learned to collect data from assessments, and most importantly, she has found her teacher voice. When we decided
The day
on
before the
date to
meeting, I
meet,
also
sent her
sent a feedback questionnaire
what
on her
asked her
feelings
about
prior,
her
during, and
lesson
after
she
the
is
lesson.
teaching, her
There will
goals,
also be
and
a
what
reflection
standard the
area
lesson
for her
is
to fill
focused
out
on.
and a place for
When
my
we
feedback
decided on the
after our
date to
check-in
meet,
meeting.
I sent her a question. Today I have one of my 2-week class and talk it out check-ins with Miss G. Today I have one of my 2-week. Usually we like to find another time to discuss the lesson in the questionnaires. This is where I provide feedback and become an active listener. Feedback should be given to the adult learner in a way that makes them feel comfortable. We like to set up our meetings in an open environment that does not feel like they are speaking to the administrator. The feedback I provide will be relevant for the adult learner. This relevance will be easy to accept and to understand.
Hello, how's your day going?
It's going awesome.
That's good. Well, I don't want to waste too much of your time. I noticed on one of your concerns about how the students transition from one lesson to another, being that they are a very active group. And have you ever considered brain breaks as activities? I have a few examples. I can email them to you. I think it would be a great or fun experiment for your class.
Oh yeah, that sounds like an awesome idea. I have a few IEP students with accommodations that ask for them to have movement during class time. I've heard that other teachers having brain breaks, but I don't understand what they were or how they can fit into my class time.
By starting the meeting with her concerns, I am showing I have a positive intentions. My goal is not to change how she teaches, but be a helping hand to guide her to her own goals. Gross and Rowley, 2018, explains that coaches should be seen as an equal partner, working with the individual on improvement. The coach should have no administrative or leadership roles. At this point, I will go over my feedback. I like to always begin with positive feedback. To maintain her trust, I want my adult learner to feel comfortable enough to listen to my ideas and contribute their own.
Your students are retaining information so well. I noticed a lot of them connecting ideas from your previous lesson to the current one. Your questions and the collaboration within your groups are on point. They're all engaged and focused. What do you feel you have changed since our last conversation?
Thank you. I started noticing the change a couple weeks ago. I started listening to current events or things that the students were interested in. We're doing exit tickets now, and I'm getting their feedback on what they want to learn and how they learn best.
I do remember you talking about that last time. You said you research incorporating current events in student feedback. I see it's working. How do you collect the data with the exit tickets?
I do a quick survey through Google Forms.
Listening is a key part to building this relationship with adult learners. I want them to listen to my feedback and be open to possibilities, but at the same time, I need to show that I'm listening to their ideas. A month ago, Ms. G mentioned the current events and exit tickets as a possible tool. I repeated this idea back to her to show her I am too listening, and I can see her growth from the research she has done and that she is incorporating into her lessons. As an instructional coach, I want to facilitate effective teaching by listening to my adult learners' ideas and potentially providing feedback if needed.
Have you ever tried recording yourself? I know it seems weird, but I did notice back when I taught that when I was teaching, sometimes I forgot to say certain information, or I just watched it to look back at it in the after the years going on.
No, I haven't, but I'm willing to try. I'm not going to be able to meet in 2 weeks. Can we meet in 3?
Of course, just send me an email whenever you're ready.
Cool. Bye.
Okay, bye.
After the meeting, I will respond to questionnaires with feedback, either spoken about during our meeting or some that came to mind after. Any resources I suggested or that she had questions about will be sent to her as soon as possible. The goal is to be the instructional coach you wish you had, providing feedback with positive intentions and letting the adult learner know they are doing well. With positive feedback creates effective and descriptive feedback to adult learners. Actively listening in this feedback will help build trusting relationship with your adult learner.